are terrible. After losing to the Pelicans, they are now 1-7. The head coach said the main reason for the loss, the defense was, quote, just terrible. They got pretty much anything they wanted in the paint with no resistance whatsoever. It was just terrible. That was probably the worst defense that we've played from the preseason all the way to this particular point. Kobe may have broken the record for most missed shots, but can you blame him, considering who he has to throw to? After the game, he said that it was a layup drill, layup after layup, in reference to not having any defense. Joining us now, he's a new member of the ESPN family, Chauncey Billups. Thank you so much for joining us.
Chauncey!
I'm happy to be here. What's up, man?
What's going on, big time? How you doing, man? Welcome to the family.
Everything's good. Thank you. Thank you.
It's been 2 weeks. You happy to be here? You like it?
I am. It's been good. I mean, you know, around you superstars all day. I mean, it's
there
great.
You go.
Yeah.
Where you at, by the way, man?
He's in Orlando.
I'm in Orlando. I had to talk to the kids at Florida, at the University of Florida, man. And I'm heading to L.A. tonight. Just so you know.
So are you ever here?
No.
I will be next week. I will be next week. Yeah. Why you worried about it, Chauncey?
Listen,
what you worried
man,
about it for?
I like to give you a hug and just see you. That's all, man. Yeah, I miss you,
all
man.
Right. I'm just checking.
I'm just checking. I got my guy Skip here. We all right.
All right.
We all right.
And by the way, let me say before we get to our topic that it's an honor to have Chauncey on this team at ESPN because you are one of those players who could not only play the game, but you could see it and speak it, which is a rare talent, actually.
Especially for NBA players. Yeah, really good. All right, so here's the question. Let's talk about Kobe and everything that he's going through. In your opinion, how much more of this can he take? It's been reported that he is extremely frustrated with his situation. How much more of this can he take?
Well, I mean, I think you got to kind of reassess your goals and what you want to do. I think for Kobe, I mean, he knows in his heart that it's going to be a tough season for the Lakers. However, for him, it's not going to change his philosophy of what he tries to do. I think, more importantly, he's chasing Michael Jordan on that scoring list. And after he scratches off Michael Jordan, he'll be looking for Karl Malone. So you have to find a way to motivate yourself. You got to find a way to go out there and just, you know, you got to chase something. I think that's what he's chasing.
Is he chasing Kareem at the top?
I'm sure he is.
Yeah,
I'm sure he is. I don't know that he can get there. I don't know that he can get there, but I mean, it's all about his legacy, in my opinion. And nobody's really going to remember 10 years from now that the Lakers were bad in this season.
So you don't see him just immediately erupting, having a hard time playing with this group of characters? Because he seems to be the only one out there motivated and playing decently, in comparison, obviously.
Oh, make no mistake about it. He's not happy. He's not happy at all. I mean, I don't know that he will erupt because I think by now his expectations for his team have probably been marginalized a little bit. So he knows that, you know, there's only so far that they can go. But, that again, that's not going to change how he comes and competes every single night.
All right, it's about a legacy, so says Mr. Billups. Stephen A., your take.
It's a bad situation. It's very bad. And I'm of the mindset that I just got to be honest with you, that I know Kobe well enough to know that the likelihood of him wanting out, wanting to depart from L.A., to uproot himself, potentially his family or whatever, is slim to none, very, very close to none. But I want to be on the record to say this. Kobe Bryant deserves much better than the situation that he is in. He is shooting just 38% from the field. That's not very impressive, although he's averaging about 27.5 points per game. He's shooting more than anybody in the league. We understand that. But what I would contend to y'all is that he doesn't have much of a choice. Look at this roster. Now, individually, there are parts on this roster that can get things done, that can play. But as a unit, collectively assembled, the bottom line is that they're not very impressive. And for him to be in the last couple of years, in the twilight of his career, and subjected to this kind of ineptitude is just as egregious as it gets for me. He deserves so much better. I am of the opinion, and I will announce it right here on First Take, I believe that Kobe Bryant should ask for a trade. I believe that Kobe Bryant should waive his no-trade clause, and he should go to the Los Angeles Lakers and say, I want out. That's what he should do. And I obviously think it has to work to the benefit of the Los Angeles Lakers. My personal preference would be the New York Knicks simply because I'm a native New Yorker and I'm a New York Knicks fan, and Amari Stoudemire has an expiring contract, and Amon Shumpert can play defense, and you can get the $23 million off their cap at the end of the season, which would be something beneficial for the Los Angeles Lakers, whereas Kobe could be in New York. He could help teach Carmelo the triangle. Him and Carmelo together, who knows what kind of damage they could do in the Eastern Conference, not to mention the fact that I think it would help Kobe's off-the-court aspirations upon retirement with Kobe Inc. Remember, he, LeBron, Jordan, hooked up with Teneo Sports, a one-stop shop, in terms of communication, branding, marketing, etc. That's something that's incredibly impressive. Kobe has other ventures that he's looking into, and being in the New York market would help him. But even if it's not there, even if it's somewhere else, I think it's something that should be strongly entertained by Kobe Bryant, because right now he is simply being used by the Lakers organization as a box office prop, because they have absolutely positively nothing else to offer their fan base. It is a shame that he has been subjected to this, and I wish that he would ask to go. But the Kobe Bryant that I know won't ask for his no-trade clause, won't ask out of that, or won't let them out of that, and he won't ask for a trade. He'll stick with it to the end, because that's who he is. But I personally feel sorry for him for making that decision, because he needs to leave.
Okay, so you're saying he should, but you're also saying he will not. That's your conclusion.
That's my conclusion, yes.
Well, obviously, Kobe continues to say he's Lakers till he dies, that he eats and sleeps purple and gold. We admire the loyalty there, but my question to you, Stephen A., is, as the realization sets in that they have no shot at the playoffs, even though just on balance, they did beat Charlotte at home on Sunday, and they had a shot to beat Memphis the other night in Memphis. It came down to the last shot. So is Kobe Bryant going to be happy for the next 2 or 3 years, however many more he plays, being the greatest sideshow on earth with the greenest light in the NBA? Is he going to be happy taking 28 shots and scoring 33 points? I don't know, because the ring is no longer the thing now, right? If, to Chauncey's point, is he going to be happy chasing scoring marks above him, player after player after player?
Kobe's a competitor, man. Nobody can convince me that Kobe doesn't want to win. Nobody can convince me that Kobe is somebody that's happy going home in April instead of playing into May and possibly June. But there's just something that's going on with him and the Lakers organization. Being a lifer in that purple and gold means something to him. Being in Cali means something to him. He just doesn't want to go elsewhere. His attitude, and he has told me on many occasions, his one shot to leave was back when he was a free agent, and he elected not to do so. And to him, that was the last shot that he had entertained of going elsewhere. He wants to sit there and retire in a Lakers uniform. He wants to play for one franchise throughout his entire career. That's what he wants. That makes him happy. I just don't understand how that can be the case with what Jim Buss has done to this team. Okay,
let me bring it back to Chauncey. I know you've been watching Kobe. I must tell you, I've been shocked at how good he looks physically coming off the Achilles rupture and the knee surgery. I'm not saying he's got pep in his step like 25-year-old pep in his step, but he's moving around pretty well. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree 100%. Okay. And obviously, I personally know how tough it is to come back from that Achilles.
You did it.
I'm very, very impressed with how he's moving around. I mean, he does have pep in his step, to be honest with you. And he's moving the moves that he used to do, he's still doing now.
Okay, so what would you guess if he has the heart for it, the desire? Could he go 2, 3 more years? Could you see it?
With the way that he's physically just in great shape, and he's playing on top of his game. I could see him playing 2, maybe 3 years. You know, I don't know that he's the kind of guy that wants to take a diminished minutes role.
No.
Play 22 minutes just to play another season. But I can absolutely see him playing a couple years, man, and maybe even 3.
All right. Wow. Chauncey Billups, thank you so much for joining us.
It's
been good.
Thank you.
How was your first take experience as an employee?
It was good, but I mean, I don't. Are you going to make this guy come to work or what?
Good question.
I just don't understand.
Yeah, he mails it in.
I know he's a superstar and everything.
Is that what he
does?
does?
Work, man.
Oh, okay.
Chauncey, let's keep in mind, let's tell the truth. This is the same Chauncey Billups that I picked the Lakers to beat the Detroit Pistons in the finals years ago.
Yeah,
and Skip Bayless, if you remember,
I do.
Chauncey Billups made me put a Pistons jersey over my suit, a la Tony Romo jersey from a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Chauncey Billups made me do that during the NBA Finals on a set of Sports Center. This is what he does. And he's also going around the NBA, and he's basically sat there and said, you know what? Don't pick us. Don't pick us. He's labeled me a jinx. Okay, this is the dude we're talking to here. This is him.
But you're my man, though. My man, though.
You know, same here, though.
That's
Feels
all that
mutual,
matters.
bro.
Chauncey Billups, it was a pleasure. Welcome back.